Hi, my name is Karoline and I am the creator behind the account Dog Mom Mentality. I recently scheduled a pet communication session with Shannon for myself and my dog Layla about a month ago, and it was such an incredible experience to get to talk to Shannon and get to communicate with Layla in such a different way. I had actually been looking for a pet communicator for quite some time, I would say about 2 to 3 months, and Shannon actually landed in my inbox to be a guest on my podcast Dog Mom Mentality. It was such divine timing, and I looked at Shannon's website, I looked through all of her posts, her blogs, her free content, and thought this is the perfect person for me to do my pet communication session with that I had wanted to for so long and just didn't find anybody who had clicked with me. So I booked a session with Shannon. I filled out all the information. I gave her a picture of my dog, my Australian Shepherd, Layla, and then I asked, my questions, my 5 questions I think that I really wanted to ask and get input on, and then I waited for our session. My dog Layla and I have really had our ups and downs with reactivity and behavioral issues, and we have accomplished so many of those, and now we're really at this phase in our life where we're just living day to day, really happy, really healthy, really content and fulfilled and intentional. And I didn't really come to Shannon with any questions about behavioral problems or an injury or an illness. I really just wanted to see how we could better help Layla in her day-to-day life, and then also ask the very specific and important question of, does she want a dog sibling? Does she want a brother or sister puppy? The answer to this question was no, so I am very glad that I asked Shannon about this and she was able to communicate with Layla, and we got the very clear answer of no, she loves being an only dog. Her attention, or our attention, all on her. So I'm really glad that I was able to get that question answered. But then a lot of the other questions were around, was she happy with her food? Was she happy with her play, with her day-to-day schedule? And, getting that validation and confirmation and just affirmative answers on that put me at so much peace. It gave me such a sense of peace and such a sense of hope that I'm doing all the right things for my baby girl. Shannon actually picked up on some topics that I hadn't talked to anyone about. There's no way that she would have known these things about me or about my relationship with Layla, because I haven't posted it on social media just due to some privacy. And I was so surprised whenever she brought it up. I was like, whoa, how did you know this? I couldn't believe it. And so ever since then, I've really taken what she has said to heart about the big things and the small things. I would recommend a pet communication session with Shannon to whoever may be interested or thinking about it. I would recommend it to friends and family. I've already recommended it to my friends and family, and really just, you're gonna get so much out of it, but it's really gonna end up being a mirror for you to become more intentional and more aware about your life with your dog or with your pets. And I think anybody could really get, just so much out of these sessions. Even just taking the time to slow down and think a little bit more about how you are interacting with your animals can be so powerful. And so I would recommend a session with Shannon to absolutely anyone.